Welcome to Talks About It with Franjez. Today we have Essa the Barber.
What's good?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, my brother. How you doing?
Very well, very well. Excited to be here. Life is good. Everything is good.
Amen.
No complaints.
Amen, man. Blessed to be alive, right? Everybody went through in these past few years with Corona. You know, everybody tends to look at life differently. So, you know, be blessed that you're alive to be able to do what you do and what you love, and
100%.
Yeah.
Be appreciative of what you got and keep it moving. We'll toast to that.
Cheers, man. Let's do it.
Cheers, man. So the first topic we were talking about earlier that we would love to talk about is we both forgot.
Here, you want?
No, say what was the first one? Was it eating?
It was eating healthy,
right,
but
eating.
it wasn't just eating healthy.
No.
It was
Let's
like
just jump in.
ingestion. What? Yeah.
Go straight in. Let's start off with eating
Yeah.
because we were first linking up to talk about what we're going to talk about on the pod.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yo, let's do a food review. He said, I'm eating healthy. I said, let's review a healthy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you were like,
yeah.
all right.
Let's fuck it.
It's
right?
like originally you thought it was going to be boring, I guess.
Yeah, kind of, honestly. But
Throw that, like, just knock that down.
what? This?
I don't want to wait. Just lay it down. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I'll sweep him back there, and I forgot it.
You
there.
good?
It looks better now. So yeah, we were like, yeah. So you didn't think it was a good idea to review a healthy spot?
Yeah, because I thought it was gonna be a little boring. You know, people want to be a little more interesting, but it went good. So I guess it's just how you map it out.
It's
So,
anything.
yeah.
It could be you scrambling eggs. It's how you do it.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, there's so many different ways to make eggs.
Yeah, it is. Because then you got devil eggs, egg Benedict. You know,
Even different ways
over
of scrambling
easy
it.
scramble.
Some people scramble it in a bowl before they put it in the pan.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
people put milk in there a little bit.
yeah.
Some people throw the cracked eggs in the pan and start
Cracked
stirring
eggs
them.
in the pan.
You crack them in the
Really?
That's how I do it. Because I saw what's that famous guy, the British chef
Ramsey.
Ramsey. I saw
Gordon
him doing
Ramsay.
that.
All right. He put
said
that.
that's the best way to do it. Crack it right in the pan
All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then start scrambling it right there.
Yeah, that's how I usually do
And
it
then
too.
after it's congealing and becoming fluffy, then you salt and pepper it.
All right. I usually put it on low heat and I let it cook slowly and I just keep scrambling on and off with the grill and it gives it a little fluffy look. Yeah,
That's what I mean. It's
yeah, yeah,
interesting because to make one thing, there's so many ways.
Yeah,
of doing it.
and that's like that with anything you do.
When I was a kid, I was lazy, so I used to just put it all in one bowl. I put the eggs, a little bit of milk, salt, pepper. Even I used to throw ketchup in there, mix it.
The ketchup, for real?
It never came out like a good consistency.
Oh, man.
Now I know you just have to do it the right way. You cook the eggs and then season the eggs.
Yo, you throw some cheese in there on the pan, bro? Crazy.
After it gets,
What?
After it gets, you throw it. Oh man,
Yeah, man.
let's toast to that. Good
Let's
eats.
toast to that. We talking about eating healthy.
Nah, eggs are good though. Let's
Nah, I'm
talk
talking about the
that.
cheese, though. Wash it down.
I don't like shots. Woo. I don't like shots.
Cheers.
Cheers to washing it down. So yeah,
Oh, man. Always got to get that one out,
That
right?
is right there from the Cinna, whatever. What cereal is that?
What is this?
What cereal? It was a toy in the cereal box.
Cinnamix.
What's those cereals?
Looks like
Cinnamon
Cinnamon
Toast
Toast Crunch. Yeah.
My man. So yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That was the toy in the box. And you used to eat cereal as a kid?
Yeah.
Did you used to go crazy for the toys or you didn't care about it?
I mean, when I was little, I think every kid goes crazy for toys, but
Yeah.
you know, when I was like, when I was like 4.
What was your favorite toy if you can remember from a cereal?
I
Because they're usually simple, but they used to be better. They used to actually be like little water guns. Used to be stuff that were really functional.
I mean, I never really got nothing crazy. Like the only things I really got was like kids meals. You know what I mean? Like from McDonald's.
I mean cereal though, like cereal boxes.
I don't
remember
really
any good
remember. I
ones?
can't remember that far back, man. Honestly,
Damn.
yeah, I can't. Like
Memory, bro.
yeah, huh? Yeah. Nah, I really can't. I was like probably like 3-4 years old when that was happening. You know.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised this was there. I was throwing the box away. I'm folding it up, and I'm like, what the hell?
That's crazy. They're bringing it back, right?
Bringing it back. Everything's coming back. So, healthy eating. You say meat is bad for us.
I think meat is bad for us, in my opinion. I mean, I've watched a lot of people basically like on Instagram, and not just Instagram, like, you know, people like Dr. Sebi and the media and all that.
Definitely.
And, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you see, and it makes a lot of sense, you know. It could be wrong, but I do feel better ever since I stopped eating. I haven't eaten for 2 years. I'm a big guy. I basically eat whatever I want, but I'm still functional. I can move pretty well, you know, for my weight. So I feel like not eating meat has a lot to do with that. Yeah, I'm pretty energetic, especially at 30 already. 30's young, but, you know,
Yeah.
you start to feel shit a little bit when you hit this age.
When you're on the Western diet, yeah, 30's rough.
The
The Western diet is trash.
Tell me about it.
3 meals a day.
It's crazy because
Trash.
if you look at other countries, man, the ingredients they have over here in other countries is completely different. Like, it's simple.
Even fast food is different in other countries.
So like if you
the
want
KFC here in another country is amazing because we're using their local ingredients. It's not shipped from over here.
Yeah, like Trinidad, I heard the KFC over there is way better. Like, for example,
Locally grown ingredients.
And then if you look at the ingredients is on like the processed food or like the ketchup or whatever, it's not the same. Like, it's processed, but it's like different stuff. Like, if you look at ketchup in UK and America, UK has just fucking simple like 4 or 5.
Respect the pod.
Yeah, right. That's crazy. Has like about 4 or 5 ingredients. The US is like 16 ingredients. Is all like food coloring, glucose, corn syrup, like stuff like that, and that's all chemicals. And that shit, like, I mean, it messes you up over time, you know.
Yo, if you ever get a call on the pod and it's someone that you want to put on, you can put on speaker if it's a good conversation. For the pod.
It ain't a good conversation.
That's all I meant.
If you ever get one, it's just a straight to the point thing. Yeah.
So if you ever get a good one, let's go in.
Yeah, I got you.
A good conversation is a good conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
I got mine on silent, but nobody calls me. So I should.
Yo.
Nobody calls me, bro.
For sure.
So, healthy eating, bro. I could really talk about this shit for hours, bro.
Yeah.
I used to eat like a fucking American. And then my doctor told me my high blood pressure. Well, for the first time ever, I had high blood pressure. And she told me to cut back on salt, blah, blah, blah. Then I started looking into eating healthier.
Yeah.
I cut back on meat heavy. I would go the most, maybe 4 days out of the week, no meat.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do 2 days here, 1 day here, 1 day here, whatever the case. But I used to try to do it often, and it was great. But then I'm getting back to where I really think we need meat, yo.
I mean, why you say that? What is it that makes you get to that point, honestly?
From the beginning of time, that's what kings ate. That's the best thing.
Let's go.
That's how I see it.
Let's go before that, though.
Yeah.
Let's go before that. Cows.
Yeah.
Those are processed animals. They're not real animals.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, those are genetically modified
I don't know
animals.
how true that is.
You ever see a wild cow? Like a wild cow, most likely they're on the farm. Like it's a big farm
because they're money.
Yeah, but there's no really wild cows that was genetically modified, like
possible.
Animals. Yeah,
but even if it is or isn't, what's your point?
What's your point? Is like it's not natural. It's not from God. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
It has a soul.
I guess, yeah.
So it gotta be from God.
Yeah, but it's a genetic. It's basically modified to be eaten. Like they was genetically made to be slaughtered and killed and eaten.
It
like
sucks. It's not nice.
It sucks.
But it's delicious and nutritious.
It is delicious, but what's the nutrition? Protein and stuff.
Protein, iron.
What do they eat?
Grass.
Where do you think they get their nutrition from?
The sun.
It's basically
grass.
Yeah, grass.
Yeah.
It's secondhand nutrition. It's not the same. If you eat grass directly, you're gonna have way more nutrition.
Oh, of course.
And then you can eat more, and it's better, digest better.
100%.
So it is a big difference. Can you live long off of meat? I'm sure, yeah. If you eat organic, yeah. But longevity, I feel like the plant based is probably the long term thing that keeps you going.
I used to think that,
because even if you're eating meat, you still need to have vegetables in your diet to keep your fiber going and all that. You still need vegetables in your diet because the meat sits in your stomach for a long time. You know.
Yeah, you need both. You need both.
So you have to have the vegetables.
I agree on both. I don't agree on cutting one or the other out though.
I understand.
I agree on both.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a Western thing. So you grow up.
No, it's not a Western thing. Meat is not a Western thing. It's a worldwide thing.
It is a worldwide thing, but there's a lot.
And why is that? Because it's what we
like. If you go to,
it's the best thing for us to eat.
I disagree.
If the whole world is doing it, God put it on this earth for us to eat. It's for us to eat.
How you know God put it on this earth for you to eat? Basically, how do you know?
There's no other use. There's no other use for these animals.
There's no other use. That means they were genetically made. God didn't put them on this earth. Yeah, humans made them on this earth.
Nah.
Cows genetically comes from the wildebeest. Pigs genetically come from the boar. They're not original. They basically come from their breeds. That's what it is.
Everything is God.
Yes, but a lot of things is humans too. Like
yeah.
when you agree that this technical world is a godless world in a lot of ways.
Yeah, when it comes to morals, yeah,
and everything, 100%. Between OnlyFans and all that, you don't think it's a godless world.
100%.
So it's like a similar concept. It's just like the route that we're going. You know what I mean? With everything in general, you know what I mean? Everything is processed. Everything is fake. From the food you eat to the animals. That's the thing. Like look at KFC. KFC is not even called Kentucky Fried Chicken no more. It's called KFC because they make their own bird. I'm sure you heard of that. It's all over the internet. So everything is fake right now. This is the society we live in, a generic world. You got metaverses coming out. Everybody's sitting at home. Like, look at the direction we going in. Everybody don't want to be productive. Nobody wants to do nothing. Nobody's getting sunlight. Everybody's depressed because of the lack of vitamin D because they're inside all day on computer devices. Like all this shit adds up, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
100%.
People let that shit go over their head. And that's the thing. We're too comfortable. You got to put yourself. That's why I was telling you. You need adversity as a man, and I'm sure even same thing with females.
Of course,
you want to feel like you got to go through things because it makes you more experienced, more reliable in yourself, and more capable. Like that's an important thing as a man or as a grown up.
There's these quotes that are corny and cliche, and people just in one ear and out the other. Like you got to go through it to grow through it. These quotes that people just brush over.
It's not corny.
That's one of the realest things in the world.
I take stuff like that seriously when I see it on Instagram. That's why if you look at my page, I'm only like I'm positive stuff. Like,
good.
Excuse me, the biz, man. Woo.
I did the same thing. I unfollowed all the negative pages, all the stupid.
Yeah, so now I only feed myself what I want in the direction.
That's it.
And sometimes you might have to even cut certain people off. That's what we was talking about earlier.
100%.
And it's like you love people, but you might have to fall back a little bit. And it's like I do want to hang out with you. I just can't do it on this much on a consistent basis because I'm trying to feed my brain a certain thing to direct myself to be a certain way. You know what I mean?
Like healthy eating. It's you're putting it in your body.
Yeah, spiritual, ideas, positive.
It's what you're putting into your brain.
Business, making money, like just in general. You know what I mean? Being happy. Just whatever works for you, whatever direction you want to chase in life. You want to be an actor, you got to surround yourself around other actors. You got to put yourself in that element. You want to be a singer, rapper, anything, podcasts, you got to put yourself in that element. You got to surround yourself around like-minded people because they're going to be the ones that elevate you. You never want to be the smartest man in the room.
Talk about it.
Yeah, for real. You know what I mean? The person who thinks he's the smartest man in the room is usually the dumbest, like realistically speaking. And if you're the smartest man in the room for a long period of time, eventually you become one of the dumbest people because you don't for real, you just don't progress. Like where the hell you gonna learn? Grow. Like for real. That's like the last podcast I was telling you. I never want to be the best barber in the shop. I want to always get better. Like, that's just what it is. You want people that's gonna elevate.
Get comfortable. You need that competition. You gotta stay hungry.
Exactly.
But people hear these words and they're like, yeah, whatever. Fast forward, skip.
Yeah,
they don't realize this is the only way. There's no easy way.
It's a lifestyle.
It's no easy.
You gotta basically pick what you want. And you gotta know what you're willing to sacrifice. That's the thing, you know? Like, if you really, I strongly believe that if you want something bad, you'll get it. You know what I mean? Because you'll sacrifice anything. But are you willing to pay the price sometimes? You know what I mean? Sometimes the price is, it could be more high for you than it is for me. But are you willing to pay that price to get there? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, that's the thing. And you know what consequences could come with that as well. You know, sometimes you got to analyze things like that as well.
100%, man. Hard work is the only way to get anywhere. Some people just never take that route. They just take the comfortable route.
That's where
comfortable route is eating out, not cooking,
definitely
not exercising, not trying to get a better job, not trying to progress mentally, spiritually, not trying to get better relationships with your friends and your family, not trying to get better sleep. That's all the stupid stuff. Just do the right thing.
And you know what's crazy? We're conscious of this and we still fall for the trap
100%.
A lot of times because that's the way the life is set up. So, you know, us as, you know, basically entrepreneurs or, you know, whatever, going our own way, we basically got to set our own lane to where we could create that, you know, comfortability and that freedom. You know what I mean? So like that's what we're doing at this young age right now. We're paving that way to have that, you know?
100%. What else is on that list?
Sacrifice, self-help. We've been talking about all this shit already.
Let's pick one and go crazy.
Pick one? Pick one.
Let's do self-help.
All right.
So they say there's toxic self-help. What do you think that is?
Never heard of it. So enlighten me.
It's like when you're going too hard.
All right. I could see that.
Where it's not even healthy how hard you're going.
I could see that.
I don't know what that is. I think it's people that are lost and trying to find something and find a way. My self-help journey was more like I'm just finding what I like, what I feel like makes sense, what's benefiting me, and what makes sense straight up. If it's a little confusion or it just sounds like somebody's just saying something, I don't know how to pay attention. But if I'm taking gems from it and it's like making shit that I never understood clear, that's fucking self-help for me right now.
But what I think that quote means to me, like, basically is like, sometimes you could just wear yourself out. Like, you know, you get to the point where you want to progress yourself too much that you look past who you are as a person and you don't accept yourself as an individual. So maybe that's in that direction. You know what I mean? Because there could be people
that trying to create this person.
Yeah, that's just not you. But, you know, the point is to create the best version of who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people is just who they are. You know, your personality. That's it. But the things that, you know, that goes back to what you were talking about. You got to find what makes you happy. You know, if you find what makes you happy, fuck what everybody else thinks, right? You got people in San Diego living on a fucking beach. That's beach bums. And
Let's
they love it.
Let's talk about that.
They love it.
Because New Yorkers don't understand what this is. Homelessness is a lifestyle in California. I don't know if it's the whole West Coast, but I know California because I saw it in LA and I saw it in San Diego. Homeless is a lifestyle. The government will give you money. The government will give you medical. You have rights. You're living on the beach. You're eating fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, I know.
Fresh fruit on the street. Everywhere, every corner there's fresh fruit. These guys are living.
But think about it. Like, if you want to be homeless, where would you want to live? It's 70 degrees all year round.
On the beach.
Not too hot, not too cold. It's just perfect.
It's hot, you crack the vent.
But not you get fined if you sleep on the beach. You can't sleep on the beach in San Diego.
Well, not the sand.
Yeah.
You got to be where the grass is.
But even in your car, like one time I fell asleep. I was driving Uber and I fell asleep in the car because I was just working late night and I was tired. And the lady gave me a ticket and she told me next time you do it, go to sleep in Walmart because that's where the homeless people slept. I'm like, I'm not fucking homeless. Like, what the, I'm just driving Uber. I'm tired. Like, I couldn't drive. Like, you know, I would have, you know, when you're so tired that you overwork, you know, it's almost
safe
like
to take a nap.
It's almost like you're driving drunk. It's, you know, it's almost the same effect.
Yeah, of
so
course. You fall asleep, you're gonna kill yourself and somebody else.
Yeah, so I pulled over. I was like, let me take a nap, and that's the thing with policing. Sometimes y'all be trying to take your job a little too out of line. You know, like I could have drove and I could have caught some, you know, possibly killed somebody, God forbid. You know, just because you told me it's a bad idea to fall asleep, so just drive. Like, you know, that's like there'd be extra as fuck out here.
Yeah, if you weren't like blocking a hydrant or doing anything illegal.
Yeah, I wasn't
If
doing
you
that. I
were
was in a valid
properly
parking
parked.
spot. Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Maybe a neighbor complained like, "Oh, it's a suspicious guy with a beard right there."
Who fucking knows,
The
man?
homeless man inside
Who
that
knows?
car.
Who knows, right? It is what it is. I don't think I look homeless. I don't know. Shit.
You got to make it sound crazy.
Yeah,
For
right?
the cops to come. There's a homeless man in that car.
Yeah, right? God forbid. Shit. Even if I was homeless, like, what's the fucking problem? Like, realistically. Don't matter.
Would you do that? Would you live like a homeless
No,
man
never.
in LA?
Never.
San Diego?
Nope.
No?
Absolutely not. I can't even stay in a hostel, bro, if I go to another country. Like,
I
I
never
can't.
tried that. You tried it before?
Nah, I wouldn't do it. My man's was doing it, and he tried to convince me to do it. I went in there. I went to his room. It smelled like feet. I was like, it's over. Like, I was good. He was sharing bunk beds with people. I was like, he's like, nah, there's better hostels. Once I saw that, I'm like, I don't care. Like, it's over.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to do it.
I like my own bathroom. I like my own space. You know what I mean? I like all that. I work hard. Fuck it.
100%.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll treat myself. Cheers to working hard.
I'll get a door. I want a door outside my bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what's your next trip?
My next trip, I was thinking Jamaica, but I really want to do Thailand. So I'm like, I'm stuck in between.
That's my number one spot to go to.
Thailand, but I want to, if I go, I want to do 2 weeks at least. Because I think it's like a 14-hour flight.
Something like that. 18 or something?
18?
I want to do minimum 1 week.
1 week,
1
right?
week. Minimum. Yeah. I can't go out there for like a few days.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta
Because
be a while.
it's a long flight.
Stupid long. I think it's like 18 hours.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And it's super cheap out there. Like, your dollar goes a long way.
You get an amazing meal on the street for 88 cents.
Like, yeah, 88
Noodles,
cents,
chicken,
$2
veggies.
maybe, depending, you know.
Man, I'm excited for that. I love street food. I love Thai food. I'm ready for all that. Noodles and all that.
Not just that, the water over there, the beaches, like just the culture.
Man.
It's
The
gonna be
elephants.
amazing.
I want to swim with the elephants. That's what I want to do out there.
You swim with them or you just
You be in the water with them. I see people like
with the mud and stuff, right?
no, literally in water. Like
All
it's,
right.
like it's like a little lake, I guess, where I guess they bathe and you just go in with them and bathe with them or something like that.
All right, I think I've seen that
I
before.
want to do that.
That looks fun.
That's one of the main things I want to
The
do. out there.
sanctuary, right?
Yeah, exactly. The elephant sanctuary.
That's the best place to go if you want to see elephants. At least, you
Yeah.
know, they're not like that captive ones and
They're
none of
not
that.
being abused.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. If you want to go somewhere, you want to support somewhere that's doing the right thing. Not that, you know, like SeaWorld. I went to San Diego. I never went to SeaWorld.
Nah, I didn't go. I went to the zoo.
Yeah.
You went to the zoo?
San Diego Zoo over there is different, though. They actually take care of the animals. I didn't get to go, though. I heard
was
amazing
dope.
things about it.
It was dope.
I lived up the block from there, too. I never went.
That's crazy.
I literally was like a 15-minute walk. I never went. I used to go to Balboa Park all the time. They're so big, man. Like, there's so much shit to do over
I
there.
think I went there too.
Yeah, I used to just
I
go
went
over
there
there,
too.
chill. If I want to go running, just chill, lay
Nice.
down, whatever.
You ever been to the Bronx Zoo?
Yeah, of course, man. What was it, like half off on Wednesdays or free or some shit? It was free, right?
on
It was
Wednesdays.
free.
They take donations on Wednesdays.
Yeah. That was the day nobody could make it because everyone was working, though.
Man. That day is crazy. It's a horrible day.
I don't know.
It's
but
packed.
Over there, the animals are like bored. They're like sleeping,
Yeah.
tight ass cages and
The
shit.
Bronx.
Yeah, it's like
They hate Wednesdays.
they
They're
got
like,
the same
it's
apartments
Wednesday.
we got.
Yeah, they're sick of it.
Yeah, man. Same living spaces we have, same size. For real, they just don't pay rent.
Shit. So let's continue some self-help. You got what's your best advice for self-help for somebody?
For self-help,
Mm-hmm.
everything I just said, bro. The spiritual ingestion, being, you know, surround yourself around the right people. You know, surround yourself around the right people, and you know, just learning. You know, developing yourself. You know, anything you feel like you want to get good at, practice. You know, I feel like it's important to always try to learn a new skill set. You know, no matter what, you don't want to stick to one thing. You know, try to be smart, you know, exercise your brain, read, you know, try to solve problems, just stuff like that.
And what about food?
Food, yeah, absolutely.
So you only eat that wild rice now?
No, I eat other rice, but you know, it would be nice like if I could have if wild rice was accessible and I didn't have to go to certain spots and you know, I don't really cook at home. I'm that's the thing. I basically don't have a lot of time. I eat out on the go. I try to watch what I eat, but you know, it just gets pretty expensive over time, you know? So sometimes you just want to eat a slice of pizza because it's like $2 and it'll fill you up for like 4 hours, you know? Versus a salad that's $20 and you get hungry in 3, you know, something like that.
You should start cooking, man.
Yeah, man.
That's part of self-help.
I got to get the time, and that's another thing. That's about what you were saying. Sometimes too much self-help could hurt you to where I overwork myself because I like to get certain things that I like, and it fucking hurts me too. I don't really have the time to focus on me. I focus on other things, like you know, like try to I try to work, try to make money, try to live a certain way. And then I just don't have time for myself, you know, like physically, and you know, make time for the cooking. You know, that takes time out of your day too. Between doing that, doing dishes, letting the food defrost, all that, you know, seasoning, everything.
100%. But it's a good lifestyle, man.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's as healthy as you can make it, and you're in control of everything.
Yeah, you're right, and you can cook it how you like it.
And it's kind of like therapy. When you're cooking, you're just focused on the cooking. You're not even thinking about nothing else.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I like cooking. I don't like doing dishes, but I like cooking.
Same.
Yeah, right?
I hate dishes. What else we got, man? What was on the list? Mindset, I think, was one of them.
We already said, we said mindset, didn't we? Spirituality, value of time.
Woo! The value of time. Time is all we have. People value money, but it's really time. Right. There's a question people ask, and it's something like, would you rather be young and broke or rich and old?
Young and broke or rich and old? Probably people say young and broke because they can still develop wealth over time, just have more time to enjoy certain things.
What would you say?
I would say that too.
That's the time choice, where time is more valuable than money.
Nah, for real, yeah. But you do need money to survive.
You don't got to be rich.
You don't got to be rich. It depends. Like I said, it depends on what makes you happy. If you like luxury, you gonna have to hustle a little different, you know.
That's not real happiness.
It's not, but some people just, you know, feel that way. And if they work hard for it and they want it, and that's what makes them happy, I'm happy for them. Like, you know what I mean?
If that's how you want to spend your money, spend your money.
Shit,
it's crazy when you work at a place where everybody has the same job, everybody has the same pay, but you go in the parking lot, you see a Honda Civic, all the way up to a fucking Bentley.
That's crazy.
How does that make sense?
You start to see people's values after that.
It's like, who are you showing off for? What are you doing this for? We know how much you make.
Yo, that's crazy.
You're just showing.
See, I never looked at it like that.
That's why I
never looked at it like that. For real. Like with me, my job is a little different. So
job is different. That's why I said a place where everybody has the same.
Like I gotta try to fucking keep a little bit of like I don't go crazy, but sometimes I try to keep a little bit of floss, just because you know that's the type of industry I'm in. Cause I gotta attract people. I might have to have my shit look a little. You know that's the thing. Like it's different. You know, like if I'm going to an expo or some shit, you know, like you know, there's this guy named Pacino's. You know, and I heard that he used to fucking rent Lamborghinis to show up in expos, and now he owns a Lamborghini. Like, you know what I mean? He faked it till he made it.
Definitely faked it till he made
it. Yeah,
you
get what I'm trying to say? But he kept that image, and it just worked for him. And that's just marketing with a lot of shit nowadays, you know? So, you know, that's just the thing. You know, certain, you know, there's certain levels. You know, if you're trying to market, like for me with the S&P, right? If I want to fucking, you know, show that I'm making money and I'm all hot, people are going to want to go to me. I got to maintain a certain image, like, oh, this guy's the man. You know, it's just marketing. You know, that's what it is. But certain jobs is cool.
Tell them what that is.
Well, as far as marketing?
S&P.
S&P is scalp micropigmentation. So scalp micropigmentation is basically, you know, when you shave your head down to like a Caesar, like a 000, and it looks like a 5 o'clock shadow. So what you do is basically tattoo the hair follicles. You implement the hair follicles and you tattoo them on the scalp, and it basically looks like hair follicles. That's what it is. You tattoo it on, you shave it down real low, and basically copy what's on the sides, and it looks real. If it's done right, at least. Some spots, some people make it look like a stain, but if it's done right, it looks nice.
That's the future. We're living in the future. And this guy's running it.
They not done yet, man. They got so much other shit that's gonna come out in a few years. I can't wait to see what else comes out, right?
Crazy. You saw that boxing match, Garcia?
I didn't get to watch it, but I saw the highlights.
Yeah, me too. I saw the highlights.
I didn't like how he just need like that after all that shit he's talking. I know he knocked your wind out of you, but you a boxer, man. Show some heart. Like that's you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a boxer. I can't sit here and talk off of, whatever, but
when you're hurt, you're hurt. He looked like he couldn't even get up.
Yeah. That knee kind of threw me off. Especially because he was talking shit.
Especially.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, man, that was like a big fight. I didn't think it was gonna go 7 rounds that quick. Everybody was saying, right, yo, but you know what's crazy? That goes to show you that Instagram could be a lie, because this guy's like the hottest guy on Instagram, and that's what he was saying. He's like, all you are is just Instagram famous, and he proved it to him. He knocked him out, basically knocked him down or whatever, TKO'd him in the 7th round. Like, it was over after that. And
yeah,
he had the most clout.
When you have a big mouth, yeah, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
100%. That's part of, selling tickets and blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's a payday at the end of the day.
Yeah, but skills and hustle outweighs everything. Like, 100%. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
100%.
It always comes into play.
That was all for money. A big show.
Yeah.
Entertain the people. People are going to want to watch. People are going to want to buy tickets and the pay-per-view.
It's all bullshit, too. Like, Ryan Garcia was on fucking live talk. Him and Davis talking about, bet your winnings. Bet the whole fight. And, no, I doubt anybody bet the whole fight. Like,
they interviewed Davis afterwards, and they asked him, did he pay up? And he's like, no, I don't want his money.
Oh, he said that?
He said, I don't want it.
I fuck with Davis. I like Davis. He's quiet though. He's like a quiet assassin. Like, I like that.
Quiet assassin.
Nah, for real. He's chill. He's he don't say much. He just does what he got to do. Nice. Like, I fuck with that.
Nice. What else is going on in the world?
What else is going on? Your turn to make a topic right now.
Oh man, my turn. We got a list.
What?
I think I got a list too. You watch any podcast?
What happened?
You watch any podcast?
Do I watch any podcasts? I watch the Fresh and Fit. I fuck with them sometimes.
Let's talk about that. That's perfect.
I like the Fresh and Fit.
You understand how a woman's value is her looks.
Yeah.
And a man's value is the ability of commitment.
Yeah.
That's man's value, and women want that. Women want the guy with the commitment that's capable. That's why even women go after married men. That guy's capable
of holding down the household and handling everything. Yeah, that's the thing. But that goes back to what I was trying to say right now. Like, all these girls have unrealistic expectations, right? And it's like, you want me to work my ass off, you know what I mean? And, sometimes, I'm not going to say all girls, because that's bullshit, But I'm just talking about the girls whose expectations, like, they sit here and they really think that a man's gonna sit there, work his ass off, and you're gonna deny them, like, all these bad music video girls who get their body done shit, and then you want him to sit there and be loyal to you after you fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a crazy mentality. Like, you work to get a certain way, and
on the pod he always says, he asks the girls, I forgot.
He says what?
What the hell is it?
What is it?
Fuck. Oh. What appreciates in value the more it gets used? Nothing. See, so that's what he says about the women that are promiscuous.
Yeah.
You're not valuable. A man doesn't want to marry you. You've been through everything.
Yeah, and it's not just that. Like, not just that. You don't want somebody that a lot of people seen your girl naked. Like,
did everything to her.
like, what points do I get? Like, realistically, what points do I get? Like, mad people already smashed. You know, like that shit's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, the one thing I like what he says, he keeps it a buck. He's like, a man's experience is what makes him valuable. A girl's inexperience is what makes her valuable. And it's complete opposite. And I'm like, you know, that makes so much sense because no matter what, sometimes, you know, I've caught people lying and saying, like, even my friends were like, nah, it's okay. I'm like, bro, you know, deep down that if you was in the power of choosing what you want, you would not be fucking dealing with a girl that been ran through. Like, you know, there's a lot of guys who deal with it, and it's because, you know, that's all they could get realistically, you know.
A woman looks at a man's future. A man looks at a woman's past.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth.
She wants to see, where is this guy going? Is he going somewhere? Because I want to go with him if he is. But, oh, this guy ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
This guy ain't for me. He ain't going nowhere. And you look at a girl and says, damn, yo, she's been through a lot.
Yeah.
I don't care where she's going. Look, where she been.
Yeah. But most guys would have sex with them still, though.
100%.
See, that's the thing.
Guys will have sex with the bottom 90% of women, but want to marry the top 10%.
Yeah, yeah.
And all the 90% want the top 10% of men. They don't want you.
Yeah.
The top 10% of men don't want the bottom 90.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's sad, man. It's a big game. Everybody's just running this rat race, trying to figure it out, and everybody's being fake. At the end of the day, what do you think is the most important thing about a relationship?
Comfortability, honestly. You gotta be able to be comfortable, you know, motivate each other, you know, enough to where y'all could be honest with each other. Like, you gotta step it up, you know, this is your thing. But also, you know, you gotta be willing to sacrifice as well, you know, because if you really care about somebody, you know, you'll do what you have to do. You'll give up certain shit. You know, just in general, like if a girl want to be with a man, she should give up going to the fucking club and, you know, all this extra shit, you know, and a man too should sacrifice hanging out all day with the boys and working later shifts because, you know, he's trying to build that foundation for his wife and his kids. Like, you know, it's sacrifice as well. So, you know, it's just a little balance between both.
I think it's communication.
Yeah.
With communication, it's everything. We can talk through anything.
Yeah, but you got to be comfortable to communicate.
Anything. In general, that's what I mean by communication.
You got people who's in relationship. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got people who's in relationships and they fucking pussy whipped and they're not going to tell their girl what she needs to hear. You know, realistically,
there's no communication.
Or even vice versa with the girl. She's in a guy with a dominant relationship and, you know, she's scared to say something because she's afraid of losing him. Like, that's the thing, you know, to have that. Like, a lot of people are fake with them, their relationships. You got to, you know, be comfortable with them to be able to communicate. Sometimes you're uncomfortable and you stick around because you think the girl is bad or, you know, you think that guy got money and he could take care of you better and, you know, he's out there fucking mad bitches. Like, you know, that's the thing. You got to be comfortable enough to talk to each other. If you don't got that comfortability where you could be honest with each other, how you're going to communicate? Like, realistically, you know?
Communication is everything. If you can't communicate, if you're scared to communicate, you got nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing left.
Of course.
Even, I always say this, in every relationship in your life, friendship, business, romantic, there's no communication, you're not going to do well. You're going to have a business with a partner and you don't communicate properly. It's everything. Everything needs, whenever there's more than one person involved, 2+, you got to communicate. Everybody got to be on the same page. And that goes with everything, even friendships.
It keeps things going the right way.
Certain friendships that motherfuckers are scared to say shit.
Yeah, and that's not real friendships.
Not at all. So ayahuasca, what do you want to get out of that?
Ayahuasca. Just basically find you know, let's be real. Everybody has traumas in their life. I've been through shit. And, you know, I feel like it'll help me learn more things about myself. You know, why, you know, I feel certain ways about certain things and, you know, how to deal with certain things I feel like I've been stuck on for a long beers. You know, there's certain issues that people be stuck on for a long time. And, you know, I feel like it'll help people get past that, you know. It's basically like a spiritual journey. It's something that we're on for all our lives, basically. So it just is one of those experiences. That's
pretty much what it is. It's you're forced to go through what you need to go through.
Yeah.
When you're in a psychedelic experience, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. This is what you need to work on. This is what your life is about. Everything else is nothing. all the material shit, everything in the media, all the expectations, all the bullshit means nothing. What matters most is you, your family, love, peace, health, all that. Good sleep, get some sun, eat healthy, respect your
That's a
elders,
fact.
love your family, stay close to your family, respect your neighbor, help yourself.
You know what's crazy? Like, that's one thing about Americans. We don't value that. And you know what's crazy? Like, I've been taking Uber drivers lately, and, you know, a lot of them are not from here. You know, majority of them are like either, I don't know if they're immigrants or they, you know, they got, whatever, that's not my business. But a lot of them are not originally born here, you know? And I run into people who's from DR, from Jamaica, from Africa, you know, different countries. And I asked them all the same question. And I asked them, I'm like, what do you like more? You like America or do you like home more? And every single one of them tell me, they're like, listen, I like America only because the money is good. I like, if I can make the money I make over here and go home, I do that in a heartbeat. And
100%.
he says basically what you just said. They don't basically appreciate values. There's no morals. There's no sense of family, no sense of community, you know, and that's the problem. Like, everybody's only focused on money to the fact where they lose who they are and they lose time. You know, they waste their life on chasing the dollar. And think about it. You retire at what age? Like 65? Like, what the fuck? You got 15 years? Like, I want to skydive. I want to be on hot air balloons. You want me to do that at 65 and have a heart attack and cut my years short? You know, like, it's crazy.
It's insane. It kind of limits your brain. Like, you thinking this limits your life. You thinking retirement at 65, I'm gonna just die at like 80. You thinking that alone shaves fucking years off your life.
But that's why you gotta prioritize, and balance is important in life, you know. So if you could,
and back to time, we can't really set these time periods.
yeah.
It's just your life. These years and retirement and all that is ridiculous. It's structuring your life, and it's not supposed to be like that.
But that's the thing. People don't look at it like that. Like, your life is like your own book. You basically write your own story. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be into anything you want to do, you could get into that industry, or, you know, work your way in there. You feel me? Like, you write your own book. You create your own experiences. You know, you work basically, you know, like, for example, like, you know, like, say if I couldn't afford to go on vacation, but I like smoking weed, but I want to go on vacation more than I want to smoke weed, maybe I might have to cut down on some weed so I could put some money to the side and go on more vacations. Like, you know what I mean? It's about finding that balance to create more things, because, you know, if I'm really going to let the weed over consume me to the point where I don't go on vacations, I'm just saying in general, you know, and I basically wasted my whole life, you know, stuck on one thing. You know, I didn't get to experience nothing. I'm gonna look back, and same shit will work, not just weed. Just, you know, you working all day. You know, you don't have no time. You just focus. You know, that's what I was talking about earlier with my health and the cooking shit. If you sit there, you focus on work, and you don't have time for yourself, that's gonna fuck you up too. You know, and that's something I'm working on as well. You know, I feel like all of us got things we're working on.
I hope. The sad thing is, everybody's not working on something.
Yeah,
people just numb themselves and just scroll through TikTok and just.
It's crazy.
Just their weeks and their months are just flying by, and they're just in autopilot.
And that's why I get to the point where, you know, it's hard to find people that, you know, you got common ground with, because everybody's stuck on the same thing. And then it's the same thing with women. It's like, you know, you can't, I'm not going to say all of them, because, like, there's very great legitimate women out there, I swear. But the number of women that you talk to, and they're so fucking narrow-minded, and they all sound the same. And you know what I mean? Like, you ever watch the Fairy Godparents, and they're all like the pixel shits? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like a bunch of bad little pixel fairies or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, they're all the same. They're all worried about Instagram. They all say the same shit. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's bugged out. And like I said, this is not all women. I've met plenty of fucking respectable women, but you know, no matter how much you respect a girl, if you sit there and you ask her certain questions about her expectations and her standards or whatever, they all sound the same. Like, it's crazy.
Unrealistic.
Yeah.
You should be dating your level. Stop waiting for the 10 guy when you're just a 5. Straight up.
That's why I don't stress it, man. Like, it is what it is. It comes along, you know. You run into some great people, you vibe, but not everybody's for you, you know.
100%. But they're all shooting for the moon.
Shit.
They're all shooting for the moon.
Yeah, definitely.
Letting the real regular men that are on their level pass by.
Yeah.
Seeing all their friends getting married and having kids, but They're waiting for that 10 and they're never gonna get it.
That's the thing with men. Like, they don't realize we good. As we getting older, we getting more valuable, more, you know what I mean? Like, more people come our way. You know what I mean? Like, as I get older, I see more women looking my way. You feel like, not realistically, because you create your values, you get older, you create more, you know what I mean? Like, you know, more attraction toward you. Like, that's the thing. Men get better with age. It's not like women. Women get worse with age. They might still look sexy, you know, because you got makeup and artificial shit too on top of that. And there's women who take care of themselves. But what I'm saying is, like,
sadly,
it's not the same,
and
it's fucked up, and it's something people don't want to talk about. And, you know, it comes off offensive. But, you know, once the girl hits their 30, close to their 30s, they start panicking then they don't have a kid, because, you know, their eggs, you know,
the biological clock is ticking.
Yeah, bro. So it's different. Us, on the other hand, we can have a family at 40, 50. It might suck because you don't want to play catch at 60, but you can still make it happen. Like, you know, you still have that option. 100%. You know, so that's another thing. So it's like, for women's sake, they gotta, like, you know, be a little more realistic. You know, that's the thing, is like, we good regardless. Like, not to sound like, you know, dicks, but, you know, that's the thing. You know, you see a lot of women growing up and, you know, they're lonely and they fucking have 5 baby daddies and all this other shit. And it's like, you know, be realistic with yourself. Like, it's not like that. You know, it's not about that. You're going to get ugly when y'all get older regardless. Like, it is what it is, you know, for real.
Women get worse looking, men get better looking.
Yeah. Nah, but some motherfuckers, is, you know what I mean?
Well, you don't take care of yourself.
Yeah,
if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to look good.
It depends on the person, yeah. But in general, like, you know, men age a little better. And, you know, even if that's the thing with, like, even with men, even if they're not really attractive, their money makes them attractive in the eyes of women. It's true, bro. How many fucking weird people you see with a badass girl? You know, she might be doing her on the side, but, you know, he don't give a fuck. You know, he got his money. He don't care. I'm making money. You do you. Give me what I want when I want. That's it. Like, that's how these motherfuckers think. It's crazy, but
it's arm candy.
Yo, it's crazy though. I can never live like. That's why I always say character is more important. I can never be one of those guys that sit there and pay for it. Like, I can never, bro. Never.
Yeah, that's whack.
Yeah, I could never respect myself.
If you're that lonely and you're rich, go ahead, do what you gotta do.
A couple Filipino thoughts, right?
It's difficult out here, man. You're trying to find a good person, especially if you're rich. Very difficult to find regular people that are gonna love you when you're rich.
Yeah, nah, that's true. Cause it don't become about real. Like, that's the thing. They say your real friends are the ones that's around when you're fucked up. So
definitely,
you know. That's the thing that a lot of people need to. That's the thing, man. Like, I feel like a lot of people. That's why rich people, if you really look at their circle, it's all fake people, and that's because they never been in a position to where, you know, people don't hang out with them because of them. Like, nobody really seen them at rock bottom. So, you know what I mean? They never really got to recognize who's real and who's gonna stick around, because a lot of times they never really go through that shit. So they have fake friends. Us, on the other hand, we have day ones. You know, we grew up in, you know, streets, broke, whatever. We have day ones. You know what I mean?
You heard Fat Joe say something like, I forgot how many friends, but he told all of his friends that he's going broke. He lost it all.
Yeah.
And like 80% of them left,
disappeared,
and the few that stayed are still his people.
And that's how it is. Sometimes you gotta test somebody. You know, you can't just, like, say you got a fucking Bugatti. You don't just take a girl out on a Bugatti on a first date. Pull up on a Honda Accord real quick, see how she reacts. For real.
Honda Accord.
Yeah, like, you know, I'm just saying, if you got it like that, because, you know, at the end of the day, if you want somebody that's real, that's how you gotta do it. But if you just rich and you don't give a fuck, like, you know, it is what it is.
Do you think we're spiritual beings having a physical experience?
Yeah, absolutely.
So then the spirit came from somewhere and then it's going to leave when we die and it's going back?
I don't know, man. I'm still trying to figure that question out, honestly. And I feel like if we all had the answer to that, there wouldn't be so many different religions.
Well, that's what the religions are, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're all different stories and different concepts, and you know, like,
absolutely.
You know, same concept but different stories, different characters, different not characters, but you know.
What do you think?
I don't know, bro. I just don't know. I'm being no, I really don't.
No, we don't know. It's just
really
what do you think?
Like,
I don't know either, but what do you think?
I think in order to have a soul and have a conscience and know what's right from wrong, like consciously, like without people telling you, that means we have a soul. Compassion, love, sympathy. Somebody dies, you cry, you feel it, you get pain out of it, out of losing somebody's presence and not stuff like that. So that's spiritual. You feel shit. And so yeah, I think there's some type of spirituality in us. Whether it stays with us after we die, I don't know. I can't say. Heaven, hell, I don't know, but I feel like it's good to believe in something because you just thinking about death for the rest of your life and lights out and that's it. That's kind of fucking depressing, bro. Like it takes away from enjoying your life. So,
In a book I read, the afterlife is all of your memories throughout your life. So the same way when we dream, we're dreaming of things that we can recognize. We dream houses and humans and dogs and clouds and cars. Everything in our dreams, we understand what's going on. Supposedly that's what happens when we die. It's an infinite dream, and that is what heaven or hell is. Because if you've been living evil and whatever, that's what your afterlife's going to be. That's what your thoughts are going to be. That's why they say it's heaven or hell. You do good, so when you pass away, that's what your memories are. That's what was rolling through your soul and your spirit, I guess.
That's interesting.
That part is weird. If you have a spirit,
that's interesting. But like I said, there's a lot of things. Like for example, with Christians, if you don't get baptized, you can't go into the kingdom of heaven. Like stuff like that.
That's why I separate religion and spirituality.
You get what I'm trying to say. That's the thing. And there's different religions have different stuff, and there's a lot of stereotypes in religions. And for something that causes peace, bro, it causes a lot of problems and commotion. So that's another thing. So it's like religion, I don't know. Spirituality, yeah, I could say spirituality because, like I said, compassion, emotion, like stuff like that. That right there goes and tells you that we're spiritual beings.
That's what I'm talking about. I definitely didn't mean religion.
Yeah.
I definitely just meant spiritually.
Absolutely.
So that's where you are when you sleep. That's who you are. That's who you are. Everything or in your dream you recognize.
And that's the thing, bro. Like they say that ayahuasca thing puts you in a different realm.
The spiritual.
You heard
world.
about that, right?
I've been there.
The spiritual. You have?
Yeah.
What is it? How?
It's DMT. DMT
and it puts you in a spiritual realm. But you sure it's not a hallucination that you're in a spiritual realm?
It's hard to put in words. When you do it, you'll understand.
I've done shrooms before, though.
No, but it's deeper than that. Shrooms is like dipping your finger in the spiritual world.
So what you did, the actual DMT?
I was all in. And it's... The best way to put it is you're meeting yourself for the first time. Your bare self. You're not thinking about anybody or anything that you've been through or you're expecting or you're expected of. And it's just you're in a room with yourself. And it's not a human form. Many people see the same things. And the entity in the middle is like a tree that's like spinning and it has branches and it's moving. And everything's the brightest you'll ever see in your entire life. What we're seeing now is dull compared to what we see in the spiritual world.
Really?
It's deep. It's really hard to put in words. Like as I'm saying
you think you could get there again if you just did what you did, the same thing?
Of course.
Do you think everybody would be there?
Every time you do it, you're
if you don't mind me asking on the podcast, how exactly did you get there? Could we get specifics?
It's DMT.
DMT. Well, you just took basically an acid trip and that's it?
No. Acid is acid.
Isn't acid a DMT too?
Hell no. It's a psychedelic. Acid is just acid.
Oh, all right. So what's the DMT? What's the DMT?
It's in ayahuasca. It's part of the chemical compound.
Also, DMT and psych. All right, they're two. I thought it was similar in shrooms. That's why.
And psilocybin doesn't have DMT in it.
Shrooms don't have DMC.
No, DMT, and it doesn't.
Oh, so I had this different understanding this whole time. I thought DMT and psychedelics were the same thing.
It is. DMT is a chemical of a psychedelic, but mushrooms, which is psilocybin, doesn't have DMT in it. Some psychedelics have DMT, some psychedelics don't.
Oh, I understand.
The DMT ones are the real strong ones.
Which is ayahuasca. And I think they said the poison frog, the toad.
The toad.
Yeah, that's another one, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's crazy.
Yep. That's 5-MeO DMT.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's deep.
Because I took
It's
a
hard to
shroom
put in
before,
words.
and I'm like, yo,
that's you dipping your finger in
you
it.
know what's crazy, bro? Like, yo, I'm gonna tell you the story when I took the shroom. This
Talk
shit is
about
bugged out, right? So I pop a shroom. I'm watching Action Bronson and shit. First of all, right?
What is it? The cooking or something? Or
Nah, because I don't know how much shrooms to take. My man's gave it to me.
No, I'm saying the Action Bronson. Was it like one of his cooking shows?
No, I'm gonna get to that. I got you. I got you, fam. So I'm watching this Action Bronson shit. I'm like, my man gave me shrooms, and I YouTube. I'm like, how much shrooms should you take on the first try? So Action Bronson, my nigga, he go, yo, if you gonna take shrooms, take a whole handful. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Not knowing Action Bronson's a sick fuck. You know what I mean? He's
been through a lot.
He's a sick fuck. And me on the first time, like, fuck it. I killed that whole eighth. I put it in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I didn't want to eat it like that, right? Chugged it down with some almond milk or oat milk, whatever the fuck it was, right? I take that shit, bro. Yo, all I remember is me getting high, and every time I fucking close my eyes, you know when you see, you know the screensaver that changes shapes from back in the day? That's all I could see every time I close my eyes. Everything just changed the colors. And then all I could think about is like, you know, this is why I stopped eating meat, bro. This is crazy. I could think about all the grease, the pus, the cancers that they got inside of it, all the nasty stuff. And I'm going crazy. And I'm like, yo, I feel like it's inside my body. And I was like, I can't eat this shit no more. I just started looking at it completely differently. Like, for real, just everything. And then to the point, you know, to where it has feelings and all this extra stuff. So then I'm like, yo, I need something refreshing. So the only thing in my head I could think of what's refreshing, I'm like, watermelon. Right? Yo, I'm bugged the fuck out from this shit, son. So I call my mans the next day. I pass out for the rest of the night. I probably slept for like 12 hours. Yo, crazy. That shit had me wide. Right? I call my mans the next day. I'm like, yo, I want watermelon. But I'm like, I can't have seedless watermelon because that's not a real watermelon. It's genetically modified. I'm into my fucking bullshit right there. I don't know what the fuck is going on in my brain. It's just on a fucking 100 right now. You feel me? Yo, my brain's on 100. So, motherfuckers travel all the way to Newburgh looking for cedar watermelon, bro. Yo, I'm going everywhere. I'm talking about for like almost a week straight. I'm on a cedar watermelon hunt. Yo, my sister calls me like one day. She's like, yo, Issa, you're gonna love me. I'm like, what? She's like, yo, I found cedar watermelon right there in Mount Vernon. They had a truck in Food Bazaar. I'm like, wow. I got that shit. I had my cedar watermelon. I was good. But I haven't ate meat since that day. Like, till now. I haven't ate it. I look at it differently.
So that's what it is. That's what psychedelics are, bro. It literally tells you to look at what's important. Stop putting things to the side. Stop settling. Stop acting like everything's okay and you're just moving forward. No, everything's not okay. You're the most important thing. Think about what you need to think about. Put your phone down. Shut the TV off. Sit and think about what you need to think about. If you're scared to do psychedelics, don't do psychedelics and just do what the benefits are. And the benefits are shut up, do what you got to do, think about what you got to think about, deal with what you got to deal with, go through what you got to go through. Just do it.
I think the best advice is try to be alone too, right?
100%. Yeah. That's why I said silence everything. Silence the phone, the TV, everything.
Yeah.
Work through what you got to work through. Just get through whatever you got to get through. That's therapy. Do it. Stop fading away. Stop putting things under the rug. Do what you got to do.
I feel like people nowadays don't have experience in life because they live through a phone. You know what I mean?
Just numbing themselves.
Yeah. They live through a phone. And it's like, you know, that's what I was trying to tell you.
It's a drug.
I was like, you got people basically getting rich on YouTube, getting paid to have fun because people don't have the time to have fun, so they watch other people have fun. So they living through a virtual screen.
Adults make videos playing with toys for kids to watch. So kids don't even play with toys anymore. They watch adults play with toys on YouTube.
Yo, that's crazy.
Creepy.
Bro. It's crazy.
Creepy world.
And then you got little kids doing TikToks. You know what I mean?
Creepy.
It's crazy. You know, out there, you don't know what grown man is out there trying to hit them up or like for real. Like you don't know what's going on. you setting them up for failure. And it's like, I don't even think phones have child locks, do they? Like where they can't go on certain sites, and do they?
Parental advisory, yeah.
They do?
They do, but it's up to the parents to be on top of that.
What about YouTube? YouTube got that.
I think they do. I think there's a kids section, but it's up to the parent to do the right thing.
Yeah. But that's the thing, man. Like you got kids that live through a phone. Like you don't see kids outside. Like I go outside, my neighborhood's empty. I remember when we was growing up, fire hydrants was out. Everybody was playing football, the boxing gloves, mattresses, doing backflips. The kids, sandbox. Like it's not like that now. Everybody's playing Fortnite.
It's far from that.
Yeah.
We need that. The vitamin D. We're supposed to be in the sun. We're supposed to be breathing in that natural air.
And that goes to why everybody's depressed.
100%. 100%.
You know what's crazy? Every time the winter comes, I be stressed.
Anybody
who knows me, like, you know what I mean? Like, really close, they'll tell you I be bugging out in the way. I'm like, yo, fuck this New York shit. I'm out of here. I don't want to live here. Yo, fuck my job. Fuck everything. In the wintertime. Yo, bro, like 2-3 weeks ago, I'm just mad happy. Like, yo, what we doing? Yo, we outside. What's up? I love my city. Like, yo, I swear. Yo, the complete 360. I'm like, yo, it's the vitamin D, bro.
100%.
Vitamin D deficiency is serious.
That's God right there. That's
serious.
That's the sun, man. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Without the sun, we got no plants. We got no light. We have no heat. We don't have energy. We don't have anything without the sun. Sun is life. Sun is God.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. We need that.
Yeah,
we can end it on that note. You got something to close it off with?
Shit, close it off with. Yo, the Knicks made it.
They did?
Nah, they ain't make it. But yo, I went to the game yesterday. Oh,
you go.
I went to the game yesterday, bro. That shit was wild, man. We whooped their ass.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good experience, man. Honestly, we looking good this year. I don't want to jinx it. Yeah, man, it was crazy. I never seen people go so crazy. Like watch what happens if we hit the finals. It's gonna be crazy, man.
Nice.
Dope. Yeah,
very nice.
Knicks in 5, hopefully.
Let's do it. Next, New York. Let's bring it back.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for watching. Peace and love. Talks about it with Franjez. Out.